Everybody got something here to show you real quick. This is the Winter Offensive bonus pack number 10. Just came out as Winter Offensive just completed last weekend. So I'm going to open it up, show you what's inside. The usual stuffage. Bonus pack number 10. 10 of these now. It's been that long. Alright, so here's the deal. And I'll just read it back to you. Beginning in 2010, that's when it started. Every January, MMP has released a small ASL scenario pack with new map boards at our annual charity tournament in Bowie, Maryland. Winter Offensive. The modest idea behind this is to provide players who make the journey with something special that would be part of their specific Winter Offensive experience, while also contributing to our favorite charity. Thus was born the Winter Offensive bonus pack. And no, you don't have to attend to obtain this, otherwise I would never have any of these, because I've never went. Would like to at some point. So this one, let's see. Oh, okay. So this one has two new double-sided 11 by 16 maps, 4 new scenarios. That's usually standard except for the map size, and they say this is the first bonus pack to feature this style of map hitherto seen only in regular action packs. Both maps are designed by Pete Schelling, who also designed 3 of the scenarios with map art by Charlie Keebler, one of the Keebler elves. Winter Offensive bonus pack 10. Alright, so there's the back of it. That's everything that I was just reading to you guys. It's a strong smell. Not a bad smell, but a strong smell. Printing the ink or something. I don't know. And the cover of this thing's great, as they usually are. See that there. And the t-shirts that they had available at Winter Offensive this year are of the same ilk, this artwork. Pretty cool stuff. But you did have to attend to obtain those. Standard MMP fare. Alright, here's the maps they say are new, and yeah, that's... Boy, that's weird. Seeing these like this. There's this would be 10B. And this is probably... I would assume this might take off a couple of people because these aren't going to fit. Well, maybe they will. Will they fit? Yeah, they do fit. So once here's a standard mat board compared to this. Does that do any justice for anybody? No. So that's what you're looking at. But when you fold it, I was going to say it's going to be irksome because when you fold it, it's not going to fit with the others, but it does once it's folded. So no problems there. Ouch. But this was let's see, 10A. Then we have on the back 10B. Lots of stuff. This is a busy maps, man. Tons of stuff going on. I mean, there's no lack of. You're almost adjacent. Every hexen that you could be on here, you're going to be adjacent to some sort of cover. Just about. And this as well. Wow. This one, a little bit different, a little more sparse. Less cover, still some stuff going on, but not quite as busy as, this was 11A and 11B. Not quite as busy as 10A and 10B. And then the scenarios themselves, you have Pinda Avenged, or Pinda. Scenario 29, you'll use 10B from this pack, and then map boards 72 and 63. This is 6 turns, Italians versus Greek. Very interesting. It says the Italian invasion of Greece had been contained by 13th of November, and in some cases local counterattacks had pushed the Italians back. Recapturing some lost territory, Greek High Command planned a large-scale offensive operation to expel the Italians from the Pindus mountain region and push the Italians back across the Albanian border. Reserve forces were moved up to the front in preparation for the attack, which would commence on the 14th of November. The 2nd Infantry Division of the A Army Corps would attack on 16th of November after concentrating its troops in villages east of Kalpaki. The division attacked towards the northwest, crossed the river Gormos, and moved rapidly over poor roads to engage the Italians at Adios Cosmas. Wow, so to be able to play these scenarios, that's scenario, Winter Offensive Scenario 29, to be able to play these, what are you going to need? Well, obviously you're going to need the ASL rulebook, you're going to need a copy of Yanks, you're going to need a copy of Beyond Valor, and a copy of Forgotten War, because there's some North Korean stuff in here. And, having just read this, Jesus, it looks like armies of, let's see. Where is it? I'm going to say Hollow Legions for the Italians. And then for the Greeks, would that be Doomed Battalions? Correct me on that. And then we have, let's see, Winter Offensive 30, Scenario 30. This is British and German. La Bas de Ranville, France, 6th of June, 1944, 6 turns. And on the last scenario, there was no armor. On this one, there is some armor. And this says, and it only uses map board 11A from this scenario pack. After a mediocre drop, the 12th Battalion of Major General Richard Nelson Gale's 6th Airborne Division assembled barely half its fighting strength and headed for its first day's objective, the town of Ranville, where they were to help protect the southern flank of Pegasus Bridge. Digging in at 0400 around the town and the main high ground, known as man patrols as dawn broke. This helped keep high ground. Let's see, did I read this wrong? Rising. Let's see. Known as the ring contour for its shape on the map, the paratroopers engaged a few German patrols as dawn broke. Thank you. This helped keep Gale's men alert throughout the morning as they positioned their meager anti-tank assets and awaited the expected counterattack at 1100. Their wait was over as Grenadier from Major Hans von Lux, Panzer Grenadier Regiment 125, along with SP or self-propelled guns from Sturmgeschützabteilung 200 and a few tanks, delivered the blow. So there's that. And then we have, let's see, 30 and 31 on the back is Americans and Germans in France, 1944. You also, well, this uses 11B. Get some armor in this one. Fontenay-Saint-Pierre, France, August 22nd. After Falaise, the Battle of Normandy quickly transitioned into the Battle of Western France. Major General Ira Weichs, veteran 79th Infantry Division, now in the vanguard of Patton's Third Army, crossed the Seine against a little opposition on 20th of August. General Feldmarschall Walter Model called for the standard response and all-out counterattack against the bridgehead. After the Falaise debacle 2 weeks earlier, Model had at his disposal only several weakened infantry formations that were barely intact or currently reforming, including the Luftwaffe troops of General Lieutenant Joachim von Trescow's Field Division 18, but he also had a power punch in the form of the King Tigers of Schwerer Panzerabteilung 503. So there's that scenario. And then last and not least, here's the North Korea one. This is so weird to see this stuff. 6 turns, 1950, Seoul, South Korea. Got some armor stuff. What does it say? It says, even as Congress and President Harry Truman discussed eliminating the Marine Corps, General MacArthur assembled forces for Operation Chromite, the invasion of Incheon, composed of the 1st Marine Division and the Army's 7th Infantry Division. 10th Corps under Lieutenant General Edward Mallory Ned Almond landed at Incheon on the 15th of December and immediately advanced towards Seoul. By the 24th, Colonel Louis Chesty Polar's 1st Regiment crossed the Han River west of the city and jumped off at 0700. but without their usual armor support, as all the heavy bridges in the area had been destroyed. Captain Bruce Williams of Company B, 1st Tank Battalion, would have to find another way to catch up and support. The attack on Hill 105 uses map board 10A, 6 turns, and there's that one. So these are fairly affordable little packs that you can get, as if you don't have enough stuff to choose from already. Well, now you got more to choose from. And only once a year do these come out. Bonus pack number 10 in the books until next year with bonus pack number 11. We can only anticipate as to what that goodness will entail. And until next time, talk to you guys later.